Welcome back to On Trend Crime Files, your go-to channel for diving deep into the world's most captivating unsolved mysteries, cold cases, and true crime stories that keep you on the edge of your seat. I'm your host, and today we re-cracking open a file that's been gathering dust for nearly 3 decades, the famous athlete's unsolved mystery, a cold case. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join our community of crime solvers as we unravel what really happened to Marcus Kane, the sprinting legend whose shocking death on the track left the world stunned. Let's get into it. Grab your coffee, because this one's a thriller. The stadium lights blazed over the packed arena, the crowd's roar a living beast that pulsed through the air. It was July 12, 1998, and Marcus Kane, the world's fastest man, was poised at the starting block for the 100-meter final at the World Championships. His signature red headband gleamed, his eyes locked on the track. At 27, Marcus was untouchable, a 3-time Olympic gold medalist, a global icon whose name was synonymous with speed. The gun fired. He exploded forward, a blur of power and precision. But halfway down the track, something impossible happened. Marcus stumbled, clutched his chest, and collapsed. The crowd fell silent. He was pronounced dead at 9:47 p.m. The autopsy revealed no drugs, no heart defects, no answers. Marcus Kane, the invincible, was gone, and with him, a mystery that would haunt the world for decades. 27 years later, in 2025, the case remains unsolved. I'm Lena Carter, a retired sports journalist turned private investigator, and Marcus's death has been my obsession since that night. I was there, in the press box, watching the man I'd interviewed countless times fall to the ground. His death wasn't just a tragedy, it was wrong. The official report called it sudden cardiac arrest of unknown origin, but the pieces never fit. No athlete in peak condition, with no medical history, just drops dead like that. I've spent years chasing leads, and tonight, I'm closer than ever to cracking the case, or so I hope. It started with a tip last week. An anonymous email landed in my inbox, containing a grainy photo of a man in a gray hoodie standing near the athletes, tunnel moments before Marcus's race. The email read, he knew Marcus wouldn't finish the race. Find him. No signature, no return address. I cross-referenced the photo with every database I could access. Nothing. But the hoodie had a faint logo, a stylized snake coiled around a stopwatch. It was custom, rare, and tied to a defunct sports betting syndicate called Viper's Edge. That syndicate had been rumored to fix races in the 90s, but no one could ever prove it. I tracked down Javier Ruiz, a former track official who worked the 1998 championships. He's 68 now, living in a rundown apartment in Miami, his walls lined with faded photos of his glory days. When I showed him the photo, his hands shook. I saw that guy, Javier whispered. He wasn't staff. Kept to the shadows, near the locker rooms. I thought he was just a fan. Javier swore he'd seen the man slip something into Marcus's water bottle before the race. But when I pressed for more, he clammed up, muttering about people who don't forgive. The trail led me to Dr. Elise Hammond, the physician who performed Marcus's autopsy. She's retired now, living off the grid in Montana. It took 3 days to convince her to meet me. Over coffee in a diner, she admitted the autopsy was rushed. The Federation wanted it closed fast, she said, her voice low. They didn't want a scandal during the championships. But there was something odd, traces of a compound in his blood, not a drug, not a poison, but something synthetic. I couldn't identify it. They told me to drop it. When I showed her the photo of the man in the hoodie, her face paled. He was at the hospital that night. Said he was Marcus's cousin. I didn't buy it, but security let him in. The deeper I dug, the murkier it got. Marcus's agent, Carla Voss, had vanished a week after his death. His best friend and training partner, Derek Holt, refused to speak to me, but I found an old interview where he hinted Marcus had been stressed about something or someone in the weeks before the race. Then there was the missing footage. The stadium's security tapes from that night were accidentally erased, according to the official report. But a tech friend of mine recovered a partial clip from an archived broadcast. It showed the man in the hoodie lingering near Marcus's gear, his face obscured but his movements deliberate. He wasn't there to watch the race. He was there to act. Last night, I got another email from my anonymous source. This time, it was a single line. Look into the money. I started pulling financial records. Marcus had a $10 million endorsement deal with a sports drink company, Vitapulse, signed just 2 months before his death. The contract had a clause. If Marcus died during a race, the company wouldn't have to pay out. Suspicious? Maybe. But here's the kicker. Vitapulse was a subsidiary of a larger corporation with ties to Viper's Edge. The same snake and stopwatch logo appeared in their old marketing materials. Now, I'm sitting in my car outside a warehouse in Chicago, where my source claims the man in the hoodie, known only as the Fixer, operates. My heart's pounding. If I'm right, Marcus was murdered, not by a bullet or a blade, but by something far more insidious, a plot woven into the world of high-stakes sports, where money and power trump human life. If I'm wrong, I've wasted years chasing ghosts. Either way, I'm going in. The truth about Marcus Kane's death is in there, and I'm not leaving without it. But as I step out of the car, my phone buzzes. Another email. No text, just a photo of me, taken minutes ago, sitting in this very car. Someone's watching, and they want me to know it. What do you think happened to Marcus Kane? Was it a betting syndicate cover-up, a corporate hit, or something even darker? Drop your theories in the comments below, like this video if you're hooked, and share it with fellow crime enthusiasts. If we get enough interest, I'll do a follow-up with more deep dives into similar athletic mysteries. Stay tuned to On Trend Crime Files for more unsolved cases that demand justice, because the truth is always trending.